Savage Heartrenders. Broken Blade Company.
What's going on, people? The Sweaty Red here with a fairly tense ranked duel tournament here with Warden. I got a Rep 50 Valkyrie who was, I believe, Diamond 2, and a Warden, another Warden that was only Rep 9 total, and I mean, just the Warden was Rep 9, but they were definitely very good. I looked them up on the For Honor tracker, and their KD was like 2.5 or something, and just it was probably a Smurf account. But anyway, I just wanted to share this video as well as talk about the leaked rework moveset. Move list for Warden. I know Valkyrie's was too, but I don't play Valkyrie, so I'm not really too worried about that. I know Valkyrie needs some love, but I'm a Warden main, so who cares about Valkyrie? I'm not really going to go over any specifics of the moveset. There's plenty of places you can find plenty of other videos and to go over the actual moveset. What I want to talk about mainly is I've been seeing a lot of in comments of other videos, specifically Mega's video about the leak, and you know, different forum posts and just all over the place complaining. I'm seeing a lot of complaining, and you know, people are saying they're disappointed about this potentially being all that Warden gets, and what they're doing is comparing it to Kensei and Conqueror, their reworks. They're like, you know, for example, one was just saying, if this is all that it is for Warden, I'm going to be very disappointed. You know, it's nothing compared to the Warden or the Kensei and Conqueror rework. Duh. That's really all I have to say about that. Kensei and Conqueror were absolute hot garbage. They were terrible. Kensei could do a lot of damage, had, you know, a lot of range, but absolutely no openers, no way to get that damage in. It was just, I used Kensei a lot before the rework, and it was hard work. Conqueror, same thing. After his original nerf, he was absolutely useless. I mean, there were people that used him well, and same thing with Kensei. That's not to say there was no such thing as a good Kensei or Conqueror, but for the average player, they were very difficult to use. And frustrating. So they needed a ton of help. They needed new moves. They needed new animations. They needed new timings. They needed a complete overhaul. I saw this a lot with the PK rework. People were complaining about how it wasn't as good as the Kensei and Conqueror. Peacekeeper needed like no help. All they wanted to do for Peacekeeper was change some things so some of her other moves would actually be used, you know, like her heavy attacks, and heavy finishers, and you know, the second part of the zone, and the soft cancel into the bleed stab. All they did was tweak a little bit, and it made her not any more viable, or it was, you know, it was just they made the character really what she should have been from the beginning, because, you know, all we saw from PK was light zone. Light zone. Bleed was hardly ever even used, and she's supposed to be focused, a bleed focused character. So, like I said, I saw the same thing with that rework, and I'm seeing it here now. People are saying that if this is all Warden's getting, I'm very disappointed. You know, he needs a complete overhaul because his moveset fits on a napkin. Yeah, he's a Vanguard with a longsword. He's got very simple moves, the shoulder bash, but he's always, even after nerfing him, he's always been viable. Yeah, he went from, you know, top tier to, you know, mid tier, or S tier to A tier to B tier, whatever, but he was still viable. I've moved on to other characters because I've just been wanting to play other characters, like Highlander. After Highlander's little, you know, air quotes, I'm doing air quotes, rework, it made him a lot more fun, in my opinion. So I've been doing a lot of Highlander, and you know, experimenting a lot more with offensive stance and things. And so I've moved away from Warden. My Warden should be rep 50 by now with how long I've been playing this game, but he's not. He's rep 23 or 24. But I've still been a Warden main since before launch. So, you know, I have experience. I'm not just, you know, I'm not just talking out of my ass. You know, I feel a lot of people do about this, about any game really, but about this game especially. But anyway, the whole point of this is people have to understand not every single character is going to get a complete overhaul. Not every character is going to be made S tier. You know, not every character is going to be made to be the best character in the game. That's just how it goes. Warden was always viable, has always been. He's had some changes, some nerfs, because at the beginning he was blatant. The Vortex, if you knew how to abuse it, was blatantly OP. Well, that's even a stretch, because I would face other Wardens and I could beat them. So, like I said, I don't agree. I don't agree that Warden needs a whole lot. He doesn't need very much help. He needs some slight changes, and that's what it sounds like he's getting. If this leak is accurate, tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. Let me know if you really truly feel that the Warden needs to be completely made over and given new animations and everything like Kensei and Conqueror did, because then I will go into the comment section and tell you why you're wrong. But I do want to know. I want to know what everybody thinks. Tell me if you think, you know, if you feel the same way as I do. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I want to say. I've rambled on long enough. So if you guys like what you see, like what you hear, stick around, like, subscribe, comment, you know, do whatever makes you happy. I'm gonna get out of here. Enjoy this ranked duel tournament. I've been playing a lot more ranked lately, with both Highlander and Warden. It's kind of dead. Well, I mean, it's very dead. So I understand that not all of the duels that you're gonna see are, you know, extremely high level, even though I'm ranked Diamond 3 now, because, you know, there's just not the players there. I ran into a lot of new players doing it, wanting to try it out, but, you know, whatever, they got to start somewhere. So anyway, I will catch you guys in the next video, and I appreciate you taking a look and a listen. I love you. One more little thing, one more little side note after I listened to this. There was something I forgot to mention. I actually appreciate any sort of reworking or buffing or changing of the characters. Any of the characters. because Ubisoft could be like any other company. I'm not saying they're better than any other company. I'm not saying they're worse. They are Ubisoft. You know, they're a meme. But what I appreciate is that while there is like additional content, both paid and free, coming out, they're taking the time to work on their original cast. There aren't very many game companies that would even bother. They would say, let's just add all these new ones, and maybe people will eventually forget about these old ones. But I mean, look, the Warden is the face of the game, and although it's taken a little while because they have a lot of numbers to run, and there's other heroes that needed the help more and sooner, they're taking the time to actually do it. And I wouldn't even say it's not just because we complain about it. It's because they see the issues. They release these new characters using everything that they've learned, to make these characters more balanced or versatile or whatever. Shaman's a really good example. When Shaman came out, she was just given all the tools. And then you look at a character like Warden, who just has one tool. Mainly one tool. Two if you count crushing counter. So they could just ignore these heroes, and it wouldn't be the first time a company did that, and it won't be the last. But they are taking the time, so that's another reason why I'm not, on board with bashing Ubisoft over and over, and saying that I'm disappointed with them. They're doing a good job. This game is, one of a kind, really, and they were in some uncharted territory, and whatever. I'm not even really trying to defend them. I like the game. I paid for it. I paid a lot of money for it. Paid a lot of money for the season pass, and I appreciate what they're doing. I appreciate them fixing, Conqueror, Kensei, Peacekeeper, Valkyrie, Warden, Berserker, just taking the time as opposed to spending all of their time and money on new heroes. So that's another 2 cents from me. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to get out of your ears. Enjoy the video. I love you all. Goodbye.
Welcome to the semifinals. Broken Blade Company. Round 1. Defeat. Victory. Defeat. Victory. I knew you'd go far. Welcome to the finals. Jade Skull Crushers. Round one. Victory! 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 I've got a good feeling about you.